Alright everybody, I'm just going to get right into this video. I've been wanting to do this aesthetic to my Stratocaster for about 2 months now, and I finally did it just about an hour ago. And look how unbelievably cool this is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is now my hollow flashed Jim Root Stratocaster. This is so next level, I can't even believe that I was able to, one, think of this, and two, pull it off to where it looks the way it does. This is so ridiculously awesome. I can't stand it, everybody. Let me turn down the ISO on my camera real quick, see if that'll make it pop even more. Yeah, dude, look at that. Oh my god, that is so fucking cool. I can't fucking stand how sick this is. This guitar is now, dude, the coolest thing I've ever seen, man, and it's mine, and I did it myself, man. Holy shit. All right, so if I can pull myself together, what's going on, everybody? Let me turn up the brightness a little bit. So, yeah, man, I said it in a video not too long ago where I wanted to take this guitar and do another modification to it. If you guys are unfamiliar with this guitar, if you guys are new to the channel or whatever, this guitar is probably my most famous guitar. It's been all over, the United States with me on several tours. It's like my main live guitar more often than not. And this guitar has gone through so many different iterations and modifications and different, eras and renditions of this guitar. And as you can see, it's pretty much beat to shit, right? Like it is pretty much just like almost ruined, depending on who you ask. But I love it, man. And I've been continuing to modify this guitar and alter it to where now we have a new rendition. And I am so excited about this. I love this aesthetic and this story of this guitar. To me, this looks like something the custom shop would make, where they relic a guitar and then they, try to tell a story with the guitar. And the story is quite literally a true story, but this guitar got super relicked and then somebody wanted to try to pretty it up and put hollow flash on it. So they put a strip of hollow flash on the guitar to try to salvage some of the, good aesthetic of it or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, so I don't want to just rant and rave about how sick my guitar is. I'll tell you guys how I did this, okay? I'm not the first person to do this, and I won't be the last, but, just in case anybody is unfamiliar with how to hollow flash, this is how you do it, because I was naive to it. So, you can't just get any sort of hollow flash on Amazon. Trust me, I tried. You can't just get like stick-on vinyl or anything like that. You got to get it from a specific source. You got to get the hollow flash that Kramer, for example, in the 80s used to use, okay? It's this real thin piece of paper, and it doesn't react the same way, like I said, something on Amazon. Like if it's a sticker or a decal or the vinyl iron-on stuff that people use for like t-shirts and stuff, it's different. It's like this really thin film. So what I did first is I took off all the electronics and I taped off all the important parts with this guitar. And then the first thing I did was I spray painted a solid line of black. Now the key with hollow flash is you have to have a big giant contrast with the hollow flash to make it pop. Because if you notice, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but like there's little specks of hollow flash on this guitar that I accidentally, I guess, put on the guitar when, doing my hollow flashing, but you can't even really see it. I can see it because I'm right up on it, but it does not hit as hard as compared to, say, the black as the background. So that's the first thing you got to do. Then from there, you get like an arts and crafts iron, and you start ironing on the hollow flash, and just leave it on for like a second or two, kind of just crudely scrape it on, however you want to do it, and then just peel it off rather quickly, and it starts to leave a little flake. And what's interesting about my hollow flash is there's like a lot of weird textures that I didn't really even anticipate happening, but they did happen. Most notably, like where all the nicks and dings are, especially like in this area, this was down to the raw wood, and the hollow flash stuck and hollow flashed and peeled off around those nicks and dings. So that's kind of interesting there. my favorite part right here, this is a happy accident. We have like what looks like a skull right there. That's pretty sick. That's just from Knox the photographer on the FTFD tour for the Fallen Dreams. He set my guitar on fire, and then I tried to scrape it off a little bit, and that mark right there has now imprinted a skull. And taking a look at it, I'm really impressed with my artwork, I guess. There's a few spots that didn't get spray painted black, like right here, as well as right here. That's probably the biggest one. That's where I guess some of the excess tape was hanging over the electronic cavity cover. So, you know, it is what it is. It's not a perfect, you know, straight line and everything like that. It kind of gets a little funky when the spray paint went down into the neck pickup cavity. But apart from that, dude, this thing is so sick, and I can't believe I pulled this off, man. So, you guys know where I'm going with this. I go on tour in about 15 days or something like that, and this guitar it's my number one. There's no way in hell I'm not playing this guitar a whole bunch. I'm going to play this one and probably my signature guitar, maybe my V, maybe the lefty Strat, but like, dude, this guitar, I've never seen a guitar look like this. I am so impressed with this idea. I came up with this idea myself. It's not inspired by anything. Doesn't mean I'm the first person to do it, but I didn't take inspiration from anything. I've seen a whole bunch of different guitars be hollow flashed all across, and that looks amazing, but I've never seen somebody take a beat to guitar and then put one strip of hollow flash, like I said, to kind of make it look like they tried to salvage it and try to like, you know, make it pretty a little bit, because this guitar is rather ugly depending on who you ask, right? But I love that so much. So with that being said, everybody, that's today's video. Just a quick little video showcasing my hollow flash Jim Root Strat. Dude, so sick, so proud of myself, and I know I spent a lot of time talking about how good of a job I did and how much I love what I did, but I'm not that sorry. Like, I'm really excited how amazing this guitar looks, and I'm stoked at my creation, and I just wanted to share it with you all, okay? So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. With that being said, I'm out of here. See you guys in the video very, very soon. Later.